If we are to compare and contrast Edochie's past life, how he looked, his image, status, and everything, and now, I'm sure you know the difference. And if we are to compare Judy Austin and May, I'm sure you know the difference. It's quite unfortunate. Edochie has taught a lot of people lessons, and I'm sure you must have picked one or two things, because it is not possible for you to listen to the atrocities of Edochie for the past 1 year plus, and you have not learned one or two things. I could remember the legal advisor of Mary said, oh, look, there is something that he has observed that certain men have taken from this saga, or let us say this disgrace. Well, he said one of the things that they took is this: men do not want to involve themselves or engage in that court marriage anymore. They prefer customary, and that's the end of it. Native customs and law. That's it. Native law and customs. That's what they want. They think, oh, with this, I can marry as much as I want. Now, it's not the issue of getting more women. That's not the issue. The issue here that many will face is this: the other person that you wish to attach more to, is that person willing for you to be married? That's the thing. Judy, let's say she wants more women to be attached to Edochie, it will be her decision. But in the case of Mary, she said, no, I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to be part of this. And this is where some of these men get it wrong. They don't get it right at all. They want to compel the man. They want to compel the woman, sorry. They want to force her like, we married via customs and whatever, our tradition. So I have the right to bring in more. Yes, you have the right to marry even 100. But you don't have the right to tell that woman to stick to the polygamy. No, it doesn't work like that. That you went to fulfill some tradition or cultural practices or whatever, it does not mean that you don't own the woman. And some people have that thought within them. They have this archaic thought, thinking, because I met you and we agreed to be together, since I went to your family and I did the customary thing, I gave them some plastics or gourd of palm wine, I gave them some palm oil, I spent this amount, I own you, you belong to me. Many of them have this archaic thought, and they are like, you are my wife. No, she's your wife until she decides not to be your wife anymore. That is it. After all, those practices where they give a woman to a man as a way of paying debt, I don't think it's still in vogue or in practice. So that person does not belong to you. That person is not your slave. Now, before we proceed to the major update, please like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, returning subscribers. And those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you. A very big thank you to you. To those that have tapped on the thanks button to encourage this channel to do more, may God Almighty replenish your pockets. If you also want to be a part of this, you want to encourage us to do more, you can as well tap on the same button. Now, you see, when they say someone is the backbone, just like what Edochie said about Mary, that Mary is the backbone. Mary supported Edochie. Like I said at the beginning, if you compare and contrast Edochie's life now and then, Edochie had all of his dirt, foolishness, stupidity covered up by no other than Mary. Mary did not let us see how empty Edochie was. But immediately Edochie left that woman that gave him that cover, we started seeing the dirtiness, the foolishness, the stupidity, everything about Edochie. People realized that Edochie is not really that star. Edochie is not really that kind of a celebrity that should be celebrated. They looked at him and they said, no, you are not Odogo of anything. You are useless. You are empty. Now, there is this landed property, often a woman like Mary, when they spot something that will add value to the family, they will quickly make contacts. So she had seen this property and said, oh, Edochie, look, I found this property. I think it will do you good. It will do you good if you buy this property. It's better you buy this property. Buy this land. Buy this land. Not really like a house built on that piece of land anyway. Like, buy this land, but don't worry. I will support you, but make sure you bring a larger percentage of it. So Edochie had said, okay, no problem. I will buy the land. So Edochie worked upon it, and he eventually bought this land. Well, what I have observed so far is this: Mary has been trying to protect the interests of Edochie even till today, till now. You might ask, how? If Mary had allowed Edochie access as he wanted, like, okay, let us split the property, let us sell this off, let us do this, I need the money. He knows that he can get that done if Mary wanted it. He knows. But you see, both of them hustled for that. And this will be what their children will benefit from. This is what their children will inherit. So she is fighting for their children, while Edochie is fighting for Judy Austin right now. And maybe Judy will be like, hey, what about your children? What about your children? What about them? Won't they benefit from something? What about them? Of course, they should benefit from something. Get it. And I'm sure that if Edochie dare, let us even say, if Edochie is permitted, not even dare, if Edochie is permitted, if Mary accepts here and there and said, okay, I accept this, I accept that, let's just split what we need to split, and that's it. In 6 months, maximum of 6 months, maybe Edochie will be down with some ailment, or they will be like, oh, Edochie was on set, he fell, and this and that happened to him. Judy will now sit on all of it. She will sit on all of this. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. If she could imagine herself in that house where Mary lives now, a house that she did not even know how the foundation was built. If she could expect that she would just be, transported in like that, brought in, like Edochie was going to, I know this lady, she's just crazy. Anyway, so as it is right now, well, Edochie has decided to do what Edochie will do. Obviously, this is what I said earlier, about 4 months ago, and even earlier than that. I said, Edochie, whatever he lays his hand upon, he will sell. For those who are good at watching, they said, look, Edochie has been repeating this color of clothes, and Judy Austin, things are so bad. So once in a while, both of them will go get some kind of polyester, sort of that kind of shiny polyester. They will both sew. Edochie will look for a white one. When you put on something cheap but it is white, people will not really kind of see the quality of it because it is white. So Edochie will sew something very cheap, white. Judy will look for one of those oh my God. What I'm trying to say is that things are so bad. So Edochie had no option than to listen to Judy Austin. Judy Austin has really brought hell. I'm sure that now, if not for pride and foolishness, Edochie is regretting, like, what have I done? Why did I put this upon myself? Why did I do this to myself? Why? Why did I do this? I should not have done this. This is not supposed to be done. Because Edochie sold that land. Yes, Edochie has sold that land to solve the problems that he got himself into, and also to solve Judy Austin's problem. They need a lot of money now with the legal issues coming up. They need a lot of money. And Edochie cannot absorb himself. That's why it's good to be careful when you are on that journey of wickedness. Remember that when karma comes knocking, it will make sure that you don't escape. So Edochie was part of those that oppressed Mr. Bassey back then. He oppressed Mr. Bassey. He gave Judy that boldness. Don't worry. Who is he? I will deal with him with my influence. So now it has happened. The man is ready to drag Judy. So they need money. Edochie sold the land. That land in Lagos, Edochie sold it. Imagine if he had not paid for that land back then, if he didn't listen to that backbone. Well, I don't know what you guys think of this one. Drop your comments, like and share. See you in the next update.